a deadline stream of mine. It's for game week 32 this time around. Let me check just to stop the voices if we receive anything. And yeah, I want to welcome you back to the channel. Want to thank you for tuning in and being part of the community. If you want to be even more helpful, you can subscribe to the channel, you can like the stream, you can do several things. I know it's pretty early for the deadline, but I need to go out earlier today, so I am here to provide you some news, some deadline discussions, and let's hope that we have a lot of fun. We're going to make a decision today, and I want to understand who should be my captain for game week 32. Palmer, Haaland, Sawa, maybe Son. Who else do I have? Let me see. Yeah, those are the options. Saka with the flag, it's not an option. I'm heavily rooting for Haaland at the moment. I believe that this is going to be an easy choice, but the issue is that I will have players that are going to hurt my rank regardless. Like some of the players will put in Haaland, some of the players will put in Palmer as captains, and in both cases, whoever scored points, and if I don't get it right, I'm going to be suffering, and I don't want to be suffering at all. This week, as last week, I suffered enough of the consequences of picking the wrong captain, making the wrong transfer, and all of those stuff. So yeah, it's difficult to decide, in my opinion, who should I be going for. But let's take a look at the rest of my squad. Leno in goal. I don't have an option at the moment. I don't want to waste transfer for the minute. I want to be prepared for double game week 34, and I don't see a way to do it right now. So yeah, the only option maybe is to go for David Raya, as I will most probably have the money, but we'll get into that in a moment. Pedro Porro, Gusto, and Gabriel, I believe that's a pretty solid defense. I have Zabarni against Sultan if something happens for any of them, but I want to have my attacking fullbacks and my attacking center back from Arsenal as for sure in the lineup. And for the rest of the midfield, I own at the moment Saka, who I'm not going to sell regardless. I am here for game week 34 with him, and I don't believe that it's worth selling him right now. Son, Salah, Palmer, all those great players. The only guy that can hurt me at the moment is Foden. If we go and see here, and we see Foden, he has been one of the most brought in guys after being one of the most sold guys last week. But yeah, Isaac, Foden, Palmer, Ain't Nuri. So Isaac and Foden are going to be the guys hurting me for sure. Ain't Nuri, maybe, because I cannot fit him in right now. Watkins, Saka, Areola, Trippier, so Saka has been sold a lot, which may become an issue at some point, but for now I am not worried for it, as I will be keeping him at least for the game week 34 double up. Ben White, okay, Darwin is still brought in, Salah, Suwanke, Raya has been brought in a lot, and his price is 5.1, so I may not even be able to get to him as my budget is thin at the moment. So I'll have to see what I'm going to do next week, but that's for next week issues. Up front, I have Solanke, Haaland, and Cunha. I here own the differential player in Cunha, and I hope that finally, first of all, he starts, and second of all, he returns. As last week, he got a 15-minute cameo against Burnley, and he didn't do a thing. Next week, after that, he has Forest, and then it's a double up against Arsenal and Bournemouth. But yeah, at the moment, we cannot do a thing with him. We have to monitor how Alisson is progressing with his recovery, as if he is going to be back fit for 34, Kelleher is not an option. We have to monitor trend as maybe Bradley will become an option, but I already own 3 double game week defenders in my lineup, and I don't think I will be introducing more, as I would like to get more forwards into the frame. Looking at 34 for Chelsea, it's only Arsenal, so this will be the week where I bench my Cole Palmer asset. Then it's Villa and Spurs for 35, but yeah, I will be there for that with my players. Speaking about difficult decisions, let's go and see how my transfers are looking. I have Leno, and if I sell him and we go to all the goalkeepers, we can bring in Onana, but he doesn't have a double up in 34, so that's going to be a side transfer. Then we have Leno, who I already own. Are always injured. Pickford, I'm not too tempted to bring in Pickford as in 34. Yeah, he faces Forest and Liverpool, but still, if I bring him in, it's going to be for starting from this week, as here he has Burnley, so it's a good opportunity for him to keep a clean sheet. And the question is, should I do it? Like, I was so disappointed in Leno, but speaking about Everton, they are not looking too well as well. So maybe it's going to be a waste of a transfer. I still want to bring in a Liverpool player into the frame, into defense, but I don't know how. Most probably for 33, we have Son facing Newcastle. Okay, Newcastle are having issues, but this is going to be the easiest way around. Just to sell Son next week and bring in, for example, Luis Diaz or Jota or someone from Liverpool who are facing Crystal Palace, and then we will have the money to bring in whoever we like in goal, and then instead of Douglas Luiz, basically my team will look like that. Let me show you. So this is the frame, and if we keep it that way this week, then we go here, we sell Son, we get, for example, let's say with Diaz as an example, with Diaz, and we have 2.4. Then we go here we can bring in Alisson, Becker, and we still have 1.4 to bring in Eze, and we're all good with the double 34. But yeah, that's a lot of ifs, a lot of buts. We have to see if Saka is going to be fit and what he is assessed for, and yeah, a lot of decisions to be made. The captain poll at the moment, who should be my captain? It's, yeah, 3 players. Oscar Papa is here. Let's see 2 likes, man. What does it mean, mate? What does it mean, this Oscar? I don't understand. What do you want to see? 2 likes? Oh, you want 2 likes for the stream? Yeah, let's hope for. Let's hope for. What is that 4v likes? I am confused. I'm a little bit confused, man. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate you coming to the stream. Huh. So the issue with bringing a Liverpool goalkeeper here is, yeah, they have Fulham and Everton, but they are not keeping a lot of clean sheets. So Palmer is getting the head here in the poll. Let's see. 3 people watching, so let's like the stream. Yeah, let's do it. Everyone who is new, subscribe, join the community. I'm answering every question, so don't feel afraid to ask anything if you would like. I'm deliberating who should be my captain and what should I do with my captain option, because if we go and see Haaland, he faces Crystal Palace, he got a rest. Yeah, Guardiola commented that he is not sure if Haaland is starting. What does it mean? How Haaland is not going to be starting 2 games in a row when they need goals? Maybe he is going to be rested for Real Madrid. We have to see, but yeah, it's going to be tricky. And Palmer, he has played so many minutes recently, and they have a lot of problems, Chelsea. But yeah, such a big hover. If he gets a fourth in a row, that would be a miracle. I mean, yeah, he has 5 here, but after those 2, he got a rest. After that, he got nothing. So this is unprecedented. 3 returns from him in a row. Next season, his price is going to be like 10 million after the 5 he started with, basically, I believe. So yeah, it's going to be a tough decision. Yes, Sheffield United away, it's a cool fixture and penalties, but Crystal Palace away, it's not a difficult fixture as well. If you go and see here, Crystal Palace conceded against Bournemouth, against Forest. Here they didn't play against Luton, against Spurs. They're conceding left, right, and center. So yeah, I may risk it with Haaland. We have to see. But yeah, let's look at some injury news if we can. Let's see first Captain Sensible what the O is saying. So first of all, it's Palmer, Haaland, Salah, Son. So yeah, those are my 4 decisions. Cole Palmer proved the match winner in Chelsea 4-3 with the former grabbing a hat trick. Palmer is backed by 27%. Meanwhile, Haaland was a new sub. Indeed, Pep Guardiola confirmed that Haaland's absence was a rest rather than injury related. Early kickoff is not so ideal for captainship. Yeah, that's my other thought. What should I do with that early captainship? Uh, should I risk it? Should I not? Uh, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult to decide for sure. Was 6 matches, big chances missed 9 for Haaland. But he has 11 big chances in the last 6 matches. If he converts 3 of them, 10 shots of target, and yeah, Haaland's numbers show just why he features so prominent in the captain poll. Has been afforded more big chances than any other player in our assessment, and also leads for 4.9 expected goals. Salah sits level for the effort in the box, while on target equals Chelsea's Palmer. Yeah, but that were against Brighton, and Brighton were in shambles. Salah is still fasting as well. Yeah, if I remember that, I wouldn't have brought him in last week, as he uh, for sure had some obvious issues with some physical stuff, and he was subbed off in the 60th minute. Maybe that's me annoyed talking about Foden returning, but still it's difficult to bring in Salah at the moment and to rely on him as a captain option, as he is fasting, and that for sure is taking its toll from him. Team defending stat, that's 6 matches. So Crystal Palace are here, which is interesting. Several king, goal against, and shots in the box considered also in the most open play attempts over the last half dozen by comparison. Rank 5th best for known penalty expected goals conceded, with only 4 sides shipping fewer goals than Oliver Glasner's side. Rate my team. So Haaland and Palmer pretty close. Primary fantasy tools. Yes, so Cole Palmer. Fresh in my mind when the match was firmly in the balance, and it feels like a slightly expected minutes risk following his return from injury and still the fasting. Especially where Son will have a huge appeal. The Blaze defensive numbers could barely be more convincing for those backing Chelsea, while the talismanic Palmer's record of 9 double-digit goals this season sits at the summit among the players. On the other hand, Haaland goes fresh from Man City following his midweek rest and recuperation on the bench against Aston Villa, with a team league confirmation of a start highly given feature in Saturday's early kickoff. The underlying the only conversation is lacking for the Norwegian frontman, with Haaland continuing to show strongly on the player table. However, the captain poll has been swung by Palmer's hat trick, of course. Number 1 pick this week. Meanwhile, Son's numbers fail to keep pace with the leading player in our assessment. Let's go and see how Haaland is performing in the early fixtures. That will be a good indication because City tend to play several early fixtures as a whole, but how we are going to get that as we do not have the starting hour here. Okay, let's look. Man City early fixtures. We have do we have here the list? Okay, accepting all. Can we see in the past? Man City fixtures starting hour. Okay, cancel. Okay, yes, I'm happy. Premier League, we have only the future ones, which is not ideal. Okay, okay. I don't want to guess here, but can we get the starting hours from here? No. So let's see if City were in some early fixture this season. So against Everton. So let's go here and get Haaland to see. So against Everton, 2 goals in the early fixture. So that's not something to take into consideration heavily. Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, again Saturday. So it was against Liverpool in game week 13. He once again scored. Saturday. No, 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 and no. So in the 2 early fixtures that they got, he scored 3 goals. So yeah, I would think that he has a high appeal regarding that. The only issue is that we have no confirmation that he's starting. But why this appears now? Like before last week, we thought Haaland is 1000% certainty, and now we are deliberating this. I don't see that as a reason, so I'm tempted to keep him here and tempted to not replace him at the moment. Do you guys have any questions regarding your site, or this is something that we already decided? And let me just, I need to answer that, sorry. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take that. It was urgently. So yeah. Uh, where were we? Talking about the captain option. Yeah. Oscar, really a point taken. Like in the two early fixtures that Haaland played, he scored 3 goals in those 2 games. So I don't see a reason why he shouldn't do that. The issue is that maybe they were both home fixtures, like against Everton. Yeah, it was a home fixture, and against Liverpool, it was home fixture as well. So that's the only thing. But still, it's Haaland. Last week he was the best option around, and this week it's looking like he's not an option, which I don't understand personally. But yeah, still a fairly good fixture in my opinion for his appeal. Now I want to discuss something about the transfers. Like I'm pretty tempted to go for Pickford. Like he hasn't kept a clean sheet since Fulham this game, but last time against Burnley he kept a clean sheet. It was a pretty lucky clean sheet in my opinion, as they had a lot of expected goals. But here he prevented some shots. Here he didn't. To be honest, here he did. Here he didn't. So it's interesting to see should we go for Pickford as he has two okayish fixtures and Chelsea who are most probably going to score against him, even though they won 2-0 the last time they faced against each other. But yeah, he is a double up in 34. I may not get. Should I sell Son for 33 or should I keep him and then just play him, just replace him for 34? That's another thing to deliberate. I will introduce a second Liverpool attacker, so I will have two attackers as their defensive appeal. Yeah, it looks alright, but the goalkeeper isn't going to get a lot of points regardless. Like Kelleher, here Kelleher got 3 points, but he conceded a stupid own goal, so that's a thing there as well. Two away fixtures then and United away, so I'm not bringing him here. And maybe Alisson when he returns is going to be an option for sure. But yeah, I'm really deliberating should I introduce Pickford to the squad right now. What do you guys think about Pickford? Should I consider him for the double up or should I not? As 32 is a good place to invest in him. Like last time he faced Newcastle and he conceded only 1 goal. Like Fulham, they're facing Newcastle and then they're facing West Ham. I don't see a clean sheet here, to be perfectly honest. Against Liverpool, no way as well. I'm transferring him out regardless. The issue is I will be wasting a free transfer for a goalkeeper. I don't want to do that, never. But yeah, setting up the team is most importantly for 34 and introducing a goalkeeper with a good fixture run here. It's a great option as well. I see that in the poll, Palmer is getting far ahead than the rest of the guys. But personally, 4 big holes in a row, is that a possibility? Like, is he going to be fresh? Is he going to be there? Is he going to be present to overshadow Haaland? He is very highly owned, like 44%. I don't know, guys. How should I approach this week? I had so far less questions last Wednesday, and this time around I'm having a lot. Sorry, just for a second. Yeah, sorry for that once again. I had to make some calls, but yeah. Ah, Haaland. It's interesting. It's pretty tough for me to believe that Palmer is going to score once again so many points. Like, he's a bonus point machine. Like, he has 26 bonus points. He's performing amazingly well. Let's not fool ourselves. But should I do this transfer? I know it's a goalkeeper decision. I know Everton faced Liverpool in 34, but still, is the goalkeeper transfer is happening for 34 nonetheless. The issue is, should I bring Alisson or Kelleher for 34 and just believe in the Liverpool goalkeeper, or should I bring Pickford for 4 fixtures? Next week they face Chelsea, but Leno faces West Ham. It's not like they are going to be appealing so much. Liverpool, I will not have the money to introduce Alisson. The issue is that if we have um, Kelleher only for next week and then Alisson is back, I will need to sell Son for sure for 34, and I don't need to do that, and I don't want to do that. Facing Newcastle, yeah, maybe they're okay in attack, Newcastle, but in defense they're not good. They're conceding goals left, right, and center. Their defense is not up to par at the moment, so yeah, I don't see a reason to sell Son, apart from his price now is 10.1 and I have 9.8 involved in him, so I will lose a lot of money if I sell him. Like, I brought him for how much? So I brought him in for 9.6 and now he's 10.1. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's a hell of a lot of money, and I don't see a way to introduce anyone else into the frame without selling him. So I will sell him for sure, but then I will lose the money. It's tough to decide. But yeah, now the question is, am I selling Leno for Pickford or am I not? And the question is, who should I captain? Like, Palmer is going to be heavily captained. Let's not fool ourselves. After 3 big holes, he's going to be heavily captained. But when he doesn't perform, like when he gets like City fixture, okay, it was tough. Liverpool fixture, Palace, so Wolves. He faces Sheffield last time against Sheffield. He scored a goal and he made an assist. So it's tough. It's tough for sure. Like Everton, he blanked. Brighton, he blanked. Newcastle, he's blanking against some bigger oppositions, to be said. Riyadh, hello Riyadh. Haaland captain, I think, has to prove, and Chelsea is going to draw loose against Sheffield. Yeah, I believe Haaland is going to be angry after the comments that he received for playing against Liverpool and Chelsea and Arsenal. Sorry, so we want to prove himself, and he got a benching in 31 that is going to make him angrier, and when he is angry, he returns. So yeah, for me, Haaland captain seems the reasonable choice, and now we should think, who is that? Also, oh, I was saying how he faced Sheffield 3 times, but he faced them as a City player and then as a Chelsea player. So yeah. Now the question is, should I bring in Pickford? Or should I wait for 34 and just sack off Son earlier and just wait and get a Liverpool goalkeeper? Or should I wait and see if Jota is fit and how much time he's going to play in Europe and in the Prem? And should I bring him in? And then Eze for sure. Like, so many questions. But for sure I want to delay the selling of Son as much as possible. So maybe getting Pickford isn't such a bad idea. Like, I'm not getting a clean sheet regardless. At least I'm making some active moves. And I'm entering the 34 with a double transfer and a double game week goalkeeper. And we're not going to deliberate that. And I'll have a player from one more side, which is always a good to cover all of my bases. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going for Pickford once again. I'm making a transfer, confirming the transfer. Okay, now we have Pickford. I'm not going back. Maybe a stupid decision, maybe not. But Burnley at home, it looks far easier than Newcastle away for Fulham. And yeah, even though he has Chelsea next time around, I believe against those difficult oppositions, Pickford tends to makes a good performance against United, even though they lost. Against City, yeah, it wasn't good. Against Spurs, okay, they conceded a lot. But against Chelsea, he did all right. Against Liverpool, conceding 2 goals, he got 2 points regardless. Yeah, against Arsenal, he's making saves. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. He had this good run of fixtures. And if we see the goalkeepers, he is in fourth option, like just behind the rest of the guys. So let's hope for a great return from him. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks without a clean sheet, I believe it's now time for a clean sheet for them. So yeah, let's have some fun until the end of the season. Like here, I had an awful week. Yeah, I'm captaining Haaland. I'm not deliberating that. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I'm here to answer everything. And yeah, let's see. Let's see. I don't believe that Chelsea are losing after the performance against United, but still, I don't see Palmer outscoring Haaland, and that's the most important thing here. Like, I see Haaland scoring 2 or 3 goals and him being a differential captain this week, so he can do bits, but I still will have players that are going to hurt me. Code Isaac, code Foden, code 8 Nuri, code Palmer. So yeah, a lot of players are going to hurt me for sure. Okay, I made my transfers today. I will have one player here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players playing today. 7, 8, 9, 10. Who is my 11th player? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, I got them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and my bench options are here. So yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right with the fixtures and everything this week. I don't feel confident, and maybe that's a good thing. As yeah, as when I felt confident last week, I got hurt so badly, and this week I'm not feeling confident. So let's go for a better result. Once again, if you have any questions, ask them. I will answer everything, and I will be here for you guys. Palmer is leading by far the captain's choice, but I believe that's biased. If Haaland scored 3 goals last time around, Haaland was going to be the pole winner for sure. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to decide how we're going to approach this week. But yeah, okay, let's go and see some injury news, as this is important as well. Let's see a proponent squad, like how it's looking. Yeah, he doesn't have Foden as well. He got 63 points. How he got? Oh, Garnacho. Okay, he got Garnacho. Palmer captain, of course. Best team, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's an obvious team. Yeah, he's in form, but come on, I'm not captaining him. Fourth time in a row? No way. I don't see it happening. Timber is going to be back, and we'll see where he is going to be eased in. And we have to remember that Timber is still a player from Arsenal. Ake and Walker will be missing for the clash with Palace. Okay, Ederson could make a return, so maybe my goalkeeper for the rest of the season on the wild card will be Ederson, or I will pick someone from the defense from City. We'll see. I don't know yet. Playing 12:30 and having done so 2 days ago, I have to think. Like Haaland, like basically Alvarez played the whole game and Haaland got a rest. So I don't see why we should think that Haaland is going to be rested once again. Like Alvarez played the whole fixture, Grealish as well. So maybe it's going to be a rest for Grealish and Alvarez this time around. And Haaland and De Bruyne will start as they're two of their best players and they will want to get into shape for the Real Madrid game. Palmer is a penalty merchant and Sheffield is ranked 11 for penalties conceded this season so far. Yeah, he's a pen merchant for sure. But are they going to... I cannot base my captain choice on a statistic that Sheffield are conceding penalties. Of course they are, but still City... Haaland is a pen merchant as well if they get one. So yeah, I'm deliberating so much about this decision, but personally I don't see a fourth big hole in a row for Palmer, if I have to be honest. Haaland will need to get back to speed. They're not going to introduce him against Real Madrid without him playing for more than 10 days. That's not happening for sure. So he isn't going to be rested, let's be real. He's going to want to get his goal scoring form back before the Real Madrid fixture. Maybe he's going to be subbed off early, but yeah, I don't see it happening personally. So yeah, that's why I'm believing in Haaland for now. Yeah. I believe he's going to be so angry. Like here he got a low score. Here, to be honest, he didn't do anything against Newcastle once again. Against Liverpool, he was badly performing. Against Copenhagen, yeah, he scored, but not too much here. He missed several chances against United. Against Luton, though, 5 goals. So, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We have to see which Haaland appears, but I believe it's going to be a goal-scoring Haaland. Liverpool, Dog, Alcantara and Matip remain long-term out. And Jota, Arnold, Bajetic, what? No. Okay. Previously returned for training. Okay, Aston Villa, Ramsey is out for the rest as he was 50-50 for the whole duration and now he's confirmed out. Martinez and Watkins will be most probably coming back. Richarlison is out. So Son as a striker, I don't like him as much as I like him as a left wing, basically. But against stronger oppositions such as Newcastle next week, I believe he's going to get a lot of returns on the counter. Solomon, Foster, Sessegnon are likely to feature. Okay, that list is absurd. That list as a whole, a lot of issues for Newcastle United, and I feel pretty bad for them as yeah. Areola remains sidelined this weekend, so yeah, his appeal as the best goalkeeper right now is over. Ben Chilwell will have to be assessed. Wavel, Luchuku, Cole, James, Fofana, and Kunku will remain out for the Blues. Okay, no, nothing new. So Shaw, Mawase, Lindelof, Martinez, Varane, Evans, and Casemiro are all out, and they were all a possibility starter. So it's going to be tough for Manchester United as a whole. Craig Dawson and Hee Chan are back in training for Wolves, so that's good news for them and their goal scoring opportunities. Olise will return to matchday squad. That is amazing. So he's getting 15 to 20 minutes max. But yeah, ideally for 34, we'll see how he performs. Webster and Ferguson have joined the Brighton's injury list. That's too bad for them. Nothing new. Verburgen will start against Arsenal. No news for Fulham, Luton. So Burke is the only one with a chance to recover. Archer sets to be back and Hammer will recover. And Nottingham Forest. Towers, Awoni, and Bully still on the sideline for the Forest side. Okay, we're done here. We have some late decisions to make. This was my team before. Now this is how it looks with pick 14 go. I hope that I did not make a mistake selling Leno, but I'm pissed with the performance from Fulham. Like, they are doing so well and they're conceding 3 goals. They're doing so well conceding 2 goals. Maybe now they won't concede goals, and I lost on the clean sheet from Leno, but I couldn't be bothered anymore this season. I'm trying to finish season as strongly as possible, and doing some iterations here and there will help me for sure. My strive for top 100 is a long stride for sure, and I don't see a way for me to enter the top 100k this season. Is going to be tough for sure. I need to get only green arrows from now on, and I need to get every decision right, which is not going to happen with my luck this season. That was an awful performance from me this season, but yeah, those things happen, and I cannot control the outcome of the fixtures. Like last week, if you see my team, I had okay, Haaland against Aston Villa. I expected him to start. He got benched. I expected Foden not to return. He scored a free kick. He never takes the free kicks. He scored 2 from open play. Okay, when KDB is not there, Foden is returning. But when KDB is not going to be there, I cannot guess every time. Then Cunha didn't score against Burnley. Suwanke didn't perform against Crystal Palace. The Swiss got nothing. Son got nothing against Wooten to be no, against West Ham, to be honest, and that was a surprise for me. Salah got subbed off against Sheffield. He never gets subbed off. Zabarne, fair play for him. Gabriel, fair play as well. Leno conceded 3 goals against Forest, which is absurd. Poro conceded against Fulham and did nothing up front, and Gusto conceded 3 goals against United and a yellow card. So yeah, basically from every end I got a hit. So last week everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So yeah, I'm not going to stay here and say that I was expecting that, because I wasn't. But yeah, let's keep the positive attitude and continue striving forward. Looking at my team, I have the 4 best performing midfielders at the moment in my side. Basically, Foden is here. Yeah, Foden is the top performing midfielder this season, which is absurd. But yeah, still having a great season. Next season, I believe he's going to be 9 million or at least 10. One of the numbers, which I expect for Palmer as well to go to the 8 million mark, which is going to be a devastating thing, because I wouldn't be able to fit in everyone that I want. But as a penalty taker, Palmer is going to have a great appeal. I don't know how we're going to approach next season with so many expensive midfielders that we would like. We'll have to find more and more gems like we do each season, but Foden, Palmer, Saka, they will be all hell of expensive. And yeah, Foden is performing really well this season, and he has been far more underrated than everyone expects. But still, we need a performance. Let's see the Fantasy Challenge squad. How is it looking? So, manage team. Yeah, it looks alright in my opinion. Like, I have the Sheffield fixture, Gordon here for Fulham, Ben White. Okay, I have some good fixtures here. Let's see last time around, previous week. So 97 points. Okay. And I finished first in my overall league, which is alright. Top 10% in the world. Yeah, that's good. If I got anywhere near that lineup, it would have been Gucci, especially Palmer, Odegaard, White, Ain't Nuri, Kelleher. Yeah, Darwin performed alright. He would have been a better captain against Salah's appeal. So yeah, I did pretty alright there. Okay, we're not going to take a deeper look at it, as we have the best possible players there. What else we can do and see here before the deadline? If you guys are here and have any questions, don't be afraid and just ask them. We are here to answer everything and to be there for you. So yeah, if you have any discussions to bring up, go for it. Next week, I'm as well most probably planning to do a deadline stream, and then it's going to be tough deciding Haaland or Salah as my captain option. But yeah, we'll see. That's for next week deliberation. Something else, something else. No, I don't think I will have any issues or anything good this week. I believe I'm going down once again. Let's see how my league is doing, as this is the most important thing right now to see the winner. CJ, he's performing really well. He is still in the top 3K, which is amazing. Well done, CJ. He is not owning Foden as well, but he has Saka. No, yes, he has Saka, Odegaard, Palmer, Konate, Gabriel. So he's basically going for the double game week lineup. He got Solanke, he got Mateta, so he set up then. He will introduce Saka back into the frame, and he will need one more defender and maybe a goalkeeper, and he will be Gucci. Good job, CJ. Like he did two transfers, brought in Salah and Mateta for Watkins and Rashford. Yeah, it turned out better because those players did not return a thing. Son of God, Simeon Simeonov is looking alright as well. He owns Garnacho. He owns. So if I owned Garnacho last week, it would have been much better. But still, Palmer, Garnacho, yeah, it's looking pretty alright. In my opinion, he owns Havertz, no Saka. So maybe selling Saka was the move last week. But how could I know? I'm sorry, Nick Jackson is doing alright. He owns Garnacho and Palmer. So if you own Garnacho and Palmer, or Garnacho and Foden, or Palmer and Foden, you are in the money. And if you own Garnacho, Palmer, and Foden, the three of them together, this would have been ideal. Trikong is improving. He owns Foden and Palmer, which is amazing. And yeah, the defense is performing really well. Peps rejects. Let's see. He owns Garnacho and Palmer. So basically, whoever owns Garnacho, Palmer, or Foden is doing all right. Humanity FC is here. Foden, Palmer, Salah. Yeah. If he so last week highest points. Foden. Wow. What the hell? How do you get to that midfield? He made 0 transfers, and he's still 4th millionth in the world. Like he owns Odegaard, Garnacho, Foden, Rodrigo, and Palmer. Basically, the highest earners. Yeah, no, Gibbs White is ahead. So only Gibbs White is a differentiate. Wood is the best performing striker last week with 8 points. So strikers had it bad. Last week, Flecken, Zuma, Ho, Smith, Zinchenko, Onana, and Gakpo. Gakpo got the same points as, what's his name? Wood. But yeah, still Haaland is in last position. Everyone think that he's going to perform badly, so I'm going to bet against it, and I'm going to go with him as a captain. Let's see, betting against Haaland, how this will appeal. But yeah, early fixture, I will know early doors if I'm going so far down or am I going up. Imagine or 2 or 3 goals from Haaland, it will be a blessing for sure. Like this is going to be 8, 11, 13 points. Okay, it's not much, but it's honest work, as I would like to say. He hasn't got any high scores this season apart from a hat-trick against Fulham, a well performance against Chelsea. So yeah, I expect him away. Does he perform well away? So this is away. Okay, 2 goals against Burnley. At the start, this is home. This is away. This is away. This is home. He has only 5 double digits this season. Oh my god. And still he is the second best striker. Yeah, only behind Watkins. Oh my god, 30 points behind Watkins. Watkins is the best performing player this season in terms of points in the fantasy. And next season his appeal is going to be so high. But I believe Aston Villa are going to introduce a forward that is going to take the offload a little bit from him. To be perfectly honest, Haaland and Alvarez are separating the points well enough for a Manchester City striker. So the Manchester City striker, it's around 208 points. So yeah, it looks alright. Isaac is climbing fast as he got 8 and 15 and 6 and 8. So 4 returns in a row for him. He is performing really, really well. Morris has dropped severely after 5 blanks in a row. Not looking alright. Darwin is performing really well, but he has only 1, 2, 3 double-digit goals compared to Watkins, who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, 23 points. If we get something similar from Haaland, it will be Gucci. But yeah, Watkins is so reliable. So next season, most probably he's going to be one of my starting strikers. I wouldn't go without him, regardless the picture runs. But yeah, some players. Bruno is down here. Luis Diaz is above him. We don't have a United player above that. Odegaard is climbing a step by step. Gordon is doing alright. I believe he's going to be in my wild card for sure for that fixture run. Come on. I'm going with Isaac and Gordon both. Let's see how my wild card is going to look for 34 onwards, so 35 onwards. So I will sell Turner, I will sell Pickford, I will sell Dawson, I will sell Zabarni. Most probably selling Gabriel, Saka, Douglas Luiz, Salah, Cunha, and Solanke are gone. So Isaac is in. So Gordon is going to be in. Garnacho is going to be in. And Foden is going to be in. So that's my lineup here. I'm going to pick Muniz basically just to have him there. We are picking Unana. We are picking Dubravka. We are most probably picking, let's say, Ake if he's fit for now. And we still have 17 million. So yeah, I'll have more than enough money to introduce whoever I feel like introducing. Like I will own Pedro Porro or Udogi, I'm not too completely sure. I have Onana, I have Ake, I have defenders from basically all of the sides. So for the 37 double ups, who am I missing? A Brighton player. I may introduce Van Heke as an option here, just to have him for the double up. And then I may just come back for someone with a good fixture in 37. I may go for Trent if he's fit, like Trent here, like that, and I will have more than enough money to find a suitable replacement. So someone from, so it's either Evan Ferguson or Joao Pedro. To be perfectly honest, I can go for him as there is no European football for them, and he is looking likely to be fit and playing at that week. So yeah, that's most probably going to be my lineup. I can go for example, here instead of Garnacho, go for Salah. And I will still have the money, so I have Foden, Salah, Haaland and Son. I'll have options for sure. We need to see who is fit and just a basic defender here to cover for the fixture. Someone from Spurs maybe. Or Chelsea, as in 37 Spurs and Chelsea are going to be popular. So maybe another defender from Spurs or another defender from Chelsea. Even though their appeal is not too high, I won't have a Manchester United forward, but I will still own Salah as their fixtures are going to be tough. So I have options for sure. 2 Newcastle players with the fixture on 2 City players, 3 basically. 4 Chelsea and Spurs looks alright. Salah, Joao Pedro, yeah. Looks amazingly well. And at the end, I'm just going to bring in someone for maybe from Spurs. We'll see how we will see who has to play for something still. But most probably, I will be bringing Gabriel as he faces here Spurs, not to Bournemouth here, then United. So it's not looking too good for Arsenal defenders. But yeah, I will see how I'm going to approach this fixture run as the wildcard approaches us. Yeah, yeah. Homer is going down. So yeah, we have now for Salah a vote. That's interesting. So more and more people are voting for Salah. I'm not going to go for Salah until he stops fasting, as this takes a lot from his appeal. Like against Brighton, he did pretty alright, even though he was fasting. But late at night, before he could break his fast, he is going to be feeling awful. Like if it's a lunch fixture, maybe because the fast has started not so long ago compared to the fixtures at night, but I had to remember that it would have been far more helpful to remember that in advance and not bet on that. But yeah, here only. Oh no, that's another game. So here a lot of non-playing players got their minutes. So yeah, we could have done even better. We're almost 1 hour in. I hope you're enjoying, guys, the stream, and I hope that you're having a lot of fun. I'm for sure having it. So yeah, stay tuned for more and more changes. If you feel like doing it, like the stream, support the channel. Yeah, just all of those great stuff will be amazing. And yeah, come to the channel. We'll have a lot of fun. Thank you for everyone tuning in, and thank you for everyone joining. It means the world to me to have a community and to talk about all the stuff. And yeah, we're having such a great time here. None of the regulars have shown up so far, but I believe that's because we are so pretty far away from the deadline. But today I'm going to be leaving earlier as I have job to do, and I won't be able to stay up until the real deadline. But yeah, next time around I will try to be present up until the end. What else can we say? What else can we say? I don't think there is too much to discuss. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm answering everything. I will be performing, not performing, doing videos for next time around. I'm most probably preparing several videos for 33, and then for 34 I will be activating the wildcard for that run of fixtures. Come on. We will have a lot of players coming in for that. And then for 35, we already have a confirmed double up, so we will remain with Chelsea and Spurs players. Yeah, we will have a lot of fun for sure. Looking at the fixture difficulty rating after 34, so Brighton faces Bournemouth, Villa, not the best fixture run. So Everton are a great side to be invested, like 3 relegation fight fixtures. Wootton, City for sure. Like I'm not going anywhere without the City players. United as well, even though in 30. So maybe here I will go for. It's tough here. I want a Liverpool player as well. It's very tough here. They will have a double up. Newcastle for sure. Immediately adding 4 players here. 3 players, not 4. Sorry. Forest, Sheffield. I'm not too tempted to go. They will have a double up. Oh no, they won't. Sorry. Spurs for sure. 6 fixtures in 4 weeks. Chelsea as well. 6 fixtures in 4 weeks. And yeah, we will adapt our squad accordingly. But yeah. This is my team for this week. Only one transfer made so far. I brought in Pickford, and I believe this is going to be the okay-ish side right now. Okay, saying I'm going to get hurt so much this week and I'm going to lose rank, but next season I'm going to come prepared and see the prices and see all the videos. I will be coming really strongly back, so don't worry, I will improve next time around. So yeah, we'll have improvement after I learned so much about this season. Like let's see how my season is going so far and see where I made mistakes. So I started with this squad. Yeah, Jota, it was unlucky to get only 65 minutes, but he got a yellow card, and that's in the books. But then Bruno and Rashford were the guys disappointing me, and Martinelli. So I started with 3 players that disappointed me a lot. And compared to the rest of the squad, I didn't have a maneuver around. So the team of the week here was Ashley Barnes, Rodrigo, Haaland, Wissa. Maybe Wissa was a strong shout out, and Bumo was a guy I was missing. And Leno started the season so well. Next week, when we go to game week 2, the defense is performing alrightish. Jota returned, but the rest shambles, real shambles. And looking at the team of the week from that time, Mbumo, March, Bailey, Mitoma, players that I should have owned, at least one of Mitoma or Mbumo. That's why you get a really good player at the mid-price range, as this was the team of the week then. Antonio was team of the week then, I didn't remember, and I was far down as my midfield didn't deliver anything. In game week 3, I made 2 transfers. I introduced Foden instead of Jota, and I introduced Jackson. So here, if I did Sterling to Alvarez instead of Foden and Jackson, it would have been ideal. As in the team of the week, we have Gusto, Sterling, and Darwin. So Darwin did all right against this side. Bowen started returning. Bruno returned finally. Paulina did so well. I wasn't going to go for Paulina, and much cash got 2 goals. Yeah, like what the hell. But still, here I did all right. I have to be honest. And here it was the downfall. Like Jackson, Foden didn't do a thing compared to Alvarez, Haaland, Solomon, Rice, Son. Yeah, a lot of players that I didn't own did all right. So yeah, several mistakes. Keeping the United boys for so long, and I got Mbumo after on my wild card basically, and he didn't perform. So yeah, I feel so bad looking at the team, and yeah, after the wild card, we got non-predictable good scores as top scorers, but still shambles for sure. Here, shambles once again. Saka performed, but when we see team of the week, it is Son, Bruno, Mitoma once again, Morris, Botman, Burn, Trippier, Newcastle defenders. I owned Shar here, and Botman, Burn, and Trippier, all of them returned. So that was bad for me. Yeah, those decisions hurt me for sure. Estupiniana -2, Salah nothing, Haaland nothing, and Sterling nothing. Team of the week is looking pretty worrying, but Watkins destroyed my rank, so I'm not going anywhere without Watkins next time around. And here, no, here I believe is where I took 2 hits. And in the team of the week, it's immediately Haaland when I transferred him out with a hit. So yeah, that happened. I brought in Watkins, he didn't perform. Wilson performed. Szoboszlai, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't care. But yeah, I believe I sold Mbumo and Haaland, and they performed like 13 and 16 points, which is awful for me. But yeah, a lot of mistakes were made. I was chasing shadows, and this time around I don't want to chase shadows. That's why I brought in Cunha pretty early as his points, but I have to remember that some of the players are so good that I don't have to transfer them out to chase shadows, and they're long season holders like Foden, like Watkins. Coming to these double ups, do I feel bad that I use my free hit in 29? No, no, I don't think so. Maybe if I hadn't used it, I wouldn't have brought in Cunha. I would have sold Solanke, and yeah, I would have gotten in Isaac, and Foden was a goner for sure, but maybe not. Maybe I was going to sell Saka to bring in Salah, as I would have the free hit for 34. Decisions. I would have gotten way more points with Isaac and Foden compared to Cunha and Saka, but yeah, if not, I cannot, because looking at my 28 fixtures, So I owned Son, Watkins, Poro, and those were the 3 players returning, and there was Swiss. So I had 4 players. And with those 4 players, I got 21 points. So basically, I owned Watkins, I owned Poro. It wouldn't have been better, but at least it's 4, 6, 8, 9 points. And Leno with a clean sheet. So team of the week, 16 points. I would have been 5 points behind. So I basically used my free hit for 5 points. And I would have got on a transfer in, maybe Bowen pretty early. And in 30, I believe Bowen returned massively. But who was I was saying selling? I don't know. But yeah, 30 Bowen returned. So yeah, did I waste my free hit for 5 points? Yes, I did. Do I regret it? No. I was always planning to do so. And if Tony, Madison... So I basically used my free hit for Tony and Madison and Bowen. Like the rest of the squad, I didn't care so much about. Morris, Udogi, I had a replacement. Dauchi, Regulion. Yeah, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe it's not good if you own the best players from the week to go and do that. But imagine if Bowen and Madison returned big. I would have been so far behind, and Tony, to be honest. But I could have sold Solanke and brought someone. I don't know. I don't know how to look at it. Basically, I used it for 5 points if I take a look. And if I use a transfer, it's even for less. Let's say I brought in Morgan Gibbs White and I would have been even better. My mistake. Or some defender like Sufao or someone like that. My mistake, guys. Or Regulion. Oh my god. That would have been funny. But yeah. Mistakes were made this season. I'm learning from them. I will start writing down at the end of the season all of the mistakes that I've done. I will be doing a deadline stream at 38 for sure. When is 38? Yeah, for sure I'm doing a deadline stream here. I will be missing most probably 36 deadline, but or 35. I'm not sure, but yeah, for 38 I'm here and I'm watching the whole fixture run together with you guys. And the next day on Saturday, on Monday, I'll be doing most probably a stream for the review of my season, and then I will cut the things from it and get maybe a video from it. But yeah, guys, yeah, this season wasn't my season for sure. I know I sound now down, but yeah, it for sure wasn't my season. I didn't get any differential points almost anywhere. I did badly. I did badly. I will see. How do you call it? A review of my season, and I will see how I'm going to improve next one. Like my free hit is going to be used for. Basically, the issue with the free hit and the final wildcard right now is that I'm solely focusing on a single game week, which is a double game week nonetheless, but it's still a single game week. Like if I go here and I go to 28, I brought in who I brought in. Zabarni instead of Egan Riley. Yeah, I would have done the same, or even I would have gotten Dauchi. So yeah, it's tough to say. It's tough to say at the moment what could have been better. Maybe not focusing solely on a single game week, like with a short double, and that's where we should use our free hit. Or if teams like The teams that are playing are this set of teams, and I own the best players from those teams. I may not, it may not be wise to do it again like that. We'll see how we go, and we'll see where we'll start and how confident I will be. But for sure, one thing is for certain, I'm introducing penalty takers more into the frame at the start, as with that extra time, and I'm introducing a 90-minute players left, right, and center with so many uh, late fixtures. Let's see from the players that are performing well this season. Saka is a 90-minute player. Son, Palmer, Salah, Bowen, Odegaard, Douglas Luiz, Gordon, Gross, Rice, Rodrigo. So only Foden is not a 90-minute player every time, but because he plays for Pep, if another coach comes to the frame, for sure he is a 90-minute player. WordPress. So the first player that is not a 90-minute player here is Bailey, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players before him. Let's say 12 without without WordPress. So the rest of them are 90-minute players. Like basically guys with a lot of scores are the higher ones. If Brentford sell Tony and Bumu is in my squad for certainty, if they survive, by the way, as they are doing well with penalties, and he is doing well as a sole striker. We'll see how he will perform after he comes back, but we have 5 fixtures to decide. Basically, I'm going to take a look solely when I do my research at the last 6 fixtures of the season, as that is when the teams are preparing, doing some stuff, and yeah, preparing for everything. In the defensive department, just pick a side with good defenders and it will return. See, Trippier hasn't returned since here, so 6 weeks, and he's still number 4. Trent, Virgil, yeah, the defense is not something to invest in compared to the. Just a second. Compared to, so 130 points for 6 million compared to 4.7, so 50 points difference for basically 1.2, and 1.2 in midfield departments gets you a lot more, like 110. So the top, so basically the top defender is like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th player here. So yeah, that's the top defender. And after that, to be perfectly honest, 11, 12 compared to the forwards, he's number 5. So the midfield is where the key is. So a 3-5-2 is a very, very strong possibility next season, as I believe that a 3-5-2 is looking all right. Let's see, Twitter, do we have some late news? Uh, let's see what Let's Talk FPL is saying. He's having a deadline stream, of course. So uh, yeah, not many times we get a chance, exactly. Yeah, 8 Nuri is amazing, but Hee-chan maybe on that left. Of course, Palmer leads the way. Yeah, let's see. Man City leaks. Okay, let's see Man City. Just so we know if we have latest. Okay. Yeah, guys, I will need to go now. Thank you for everyone that has tuned in. I know that I'm ending this pretty early, but next week I will try to be cleaning my schedule from anything related on Saturday, so I can be prepared and come to the deadline with, maybe I'll start at 11 and I'll come, or 11:30, as the deadline is going to be the same. But yeah, this is the lineup. Haaland remains captain unless I hear something as early in team news. I'll monitor my phone, but unless he is rumored to not be starting, I will be relying on him. I made a transfer for Pickford. I hope you had a lot of fun, but for now, guys, I'll be heading